Hello, good evening. Good evening. I say happy Sunday. Good evening. That's me from London. My name is Tony Bello. We're starting the show for the 30-day Health Restore Challenge, and soon we'll be having online our one and only Serap. But before she comes online, I just want to say that I hope you've all got started. Today was day one of the 30-day Health Restore Challenge, sponsored by Salad Master, the Excel region. And we're so excited. I'm so excited because I'm on the challenge myself. And I've had some experiences myself, just like some of you may have some experiences, especially if you're used to eating meat every day. And I'm used to eating meat, but guess what? We want to change lives. We want to move forward. We want to add value to our food. By adding value to our food, we want to add value to ourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on our one and only Serap. So she's in Turkey at the moment. So Serap, are you there? Are you
Yes,
there?
I am. I'm
Serap,
here.
Serap.
Good
How,
evening.
good evening. Is it good evening in Turkey? We should say
Yes,
good
it is
morning.
good evening.
We should say good morning to those people that it's morning, good afternoon to those people it's afternoon, and also good evening for everybody else that's
Absolutely.
in the world.
Wherever you are.
How have you been, Serap? How have you been? How have you been?
I've been great, thank you. So it was day one today. So I had my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm feeling great. But
Wow.
because I've done this before and I didn't get the symptoms, but some people who has done it first time, they might have some symptoms of probably a bit headache, craving
Yeah.
some chocolate, coffee, or maybe they actually had bloated because they were eating a bit more fiber, and then maybe gas. But don't worry, just to stay with it until like 4 days after
I think you've got something's interfering with your connection. Yeah. But anyway,
Oh,
Sir, it's
can you
okay
hear
now.
me?
It's okay now.
Yes.
So day one is almost over for some of us, and day one is over for you. But you know what? Day one is not over for me. I've this is my first time of experiencing the 30-day challenge, and you know what? It's been a challenge. What I'll say,
Yes.
it's my first time, and it's been a challenge. Yeah.
You
So
didn't have
really,
any
what?
symptoms?
Well, no, I don't think I had many symptoms. The only symptoms I've had is I want to eat some biscuits. I want to eat some meat.
Craving.
Yeah. And the other thing I'll say is that the other symptoms I'll say is that no, the thing that happened today. Let me share what happened today. What happened today is I started. It's Sunday, so we have a relaxing day, don't we? So I woke
Yes.
up. I didn't wake up early in the morning. I woke up around about I don't know what time, but I relaxed on Sunday. So breakfast should have been at 9. My breakfast was like at 12 noon. So then
Oh my
I'm
God.
behind schedule. So I've just and the breakfast, by the way, the smoothie that you had there was very nice smoothie, and it was very filling. And I think that smoothie was wow. That smoothie was wow. Yeah. But the thing about it is that you've got some interference on your side. I don't know whether it's linked to your connection, but but the smoothie was nice. The food, my lunch is now my dinner. My lunch is now my dinner. So that's what's happened. But I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's scary.
Okay.
It's scary not to eat meat for 30 days. I saw something. My wife was making some nice salmon. I saw some nice salmon being seasoned, and I wanted to just go for it. And I realized I'm on a 30-day challenge. So that's the
Oh,
challenges I
yeah.
think some
It's
people
gonna
already
be
have.
challenging
It's going to be a challenge
to
for me.
see your
Everybody
family.
eats meat in my house. Yeah. But
Sure.
over to, so what we want to do, Sarah, is just share with everybody on the call in terms of, okay, where are we now? What should we be expecting? What's going to be happening over the next 29 days? And also you want to share something because I think we found out that high blood pressure is a lot of people's concern. Diabetes is another concern that we see a lot of people expressing. So where are we now on that? Yeah.
Okay, great. So what we mentioned is only day one today. Hopefully you all done it well so far. So if you are already like in Nigeria, I hope you finish your dinner. So you are now going to relax and drink your tea, not really green tea, something a bit calming, like for example, like chamomile tea. But please prepare yourself beforehand always. If you have a busy schedule, please prepare your like a smoothie ingredients and put it in the blender, and then in this just the next day you are going to just blend it and take it with you to work. And yeah, what we are going to do, you are going to get used to the program, especially after 21 days. You are not going to crave any of the toxic food, processed food, the sugar, the coffee. So you are going to have more energy, and then you will have another 9 days to really make it more lifestyle, to really just have less of the animal products and the more natural food. So what we actually found out in Nigeria, what you mentioned, is the most common diseases is actually high blood pressure and diabetes. But the people who join the program, not everybody has got high blood pressure and diabetes. But if you know anybody in your family, you still have time to really spread the word. So we are happy to help as many people as possible, especially because the world is going through this COVID-19. So people are on risk that if they have high risk if they have the high blood pressure and diabetes, because they go through it really um, more difficult, and also some people can't survive, unfortunately. But good news, we have the solution. So if you are serious about your health, please take action right now, and then just to let your family members and friends that there is a 30 days challenge, so they can help you with the reversing lifestyle diseases. So the high blood pressure is why it's most common in Nigeria at the moment, because of your lifestyle. So I don't believe in the actually genes are destiny, because some people say, oh, it's actually in my family. So my dad, my mom, or my grandfather or grandmother had it. But if you follow the same kind of habits, how they were preparing and cooking the food, and then if you also have stress and then very hectic lifestyle, so and then over 40 especially, so you will start getting the lifestyle diseases. So that's why we say genes are not destiny. You can actually change your lifestyle and reverse lifestyle diseases. What we said, we are so confident on this because we already have people reversed it in Nigeria and using the Nigerian food as medicine. Let me explain briefly why people
So,
actually
sorry,
have, yeah,
so
go.
just before you go on, there's a gentleman, someone on the line that wanted to know how to register, and I've said, just to let them know, I've sent them the link, the registration link, and just to explain the registration just quickly. Once you register, then what will happen is you'll be sent an email, and that email will have a link to a private group which is on Facebook, and that email, by you registering, will give you access to the private group. And in that private group, the challenge, the timetable for the challenge is there, 30-day challenge is there, the recipes are there. Am I right, Serap? Yeah,
Yeah,
the recipes
you're
are there.
good also. And the
So
video
these are some
demonstration.
of the videos, not all the videos, but some of the videos to get you started are also there. And the exercises there. So anybody that's on this call right now that hasn't registered, um, I've sent a link out to you on this program on Facebook and YouTube. Just register and somebody will attend to your registration. And thank you very much for inquiring. So, Sarah, you were just about to say a few things about you were just about to say a few things. And just for those people that have just come on, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Over to you, Sarah, again.
Okay, so I was just starting to explain about the high blood pressure. So let me tell you, because we are talking to people in Nigeria, but maybe people are listening to us from other countries as well. But we focus on the food as medicine whichever country you are in, you should be really using those food, not getting the like a imported food from other countries, because when you really eat the food from the other countries, they are already sprayed with herbicides, pesticides, some chemicals on it. So they are not ripe enough to give you nutrients, and they actually store it very long time, lose all the nutrients. So by the time you actually get your food, there is not much nutrients left. That's why we advise people to have the like a natural grown in your own country, then you will get the most nutrients and medicine. So I will explain it to you now. High blood pressure, why people actually have it, and how you can actually reverse it using the food as medicine. So high blood pressure, so when you have like a stressful lifestyle, so if you have, some people might have like alcohol or smoke or high sugar, high salt, and also high fat diet, this kind of things can cause the high blood pressure. So the high blood pressure is in the, what happens when it raises, it actually hits the artery of the wall. So when you measure it, so that actually tells you the measurement of which is actually the normal or the high. So some people get some symptoms, they see the doctors, and they are given medication. So, but the real reason of the high blood pressure is not those things I told you. It's actually the sodium and potassium level in the water. Is it, if it's not in the right ratio, so then you are getting the high blood pressure. So what happens? The lifestyle change. People tend to eat more sodium, less potassium in their diet. So where do we get the sodium? Is the first one is your table salt. So if you are having the table salt, which is your processed salt, it's actually high in sodium, low in other minerals and the potassium as well. So if you are also having the stock cubes like chicken or fish or beef cubes, I'm not gonna give you the names because just in case people might say, "Oh, you are actually referring us," but you probably know those are the cubes are actually flavor enhancer. They also come with the monosodium glutamate, which is MSG. So MSG is also got monosodium. Sodium is in the middle, so you have extra sodium in it. So when you have those, you are increasing your sodium level. So why we don't get enough potassium? Because potassium rich food you already have in Nigeria. Um, for example, sweet potatoes, cocoyam, yam, plantain, banana, avocado, all the other starchy vegetables. But the way people prepare and cook the food, they lose up to 85% of the nutrients, which means when you have the potassium rich food, you already lost to 85%. You are getting about 10 to 15% of nutrients, which is your potassium. So this is not enough for the body to function. So the solution we give you to reverse the high blood pressure is so simple. So we ask you not to have table salt. So we are switching the table salt to sea salt, rock salt, Himalayan salt. These are the three kinds of salt can actually give you all the other minerals as well as sodium and potassium, but it's not the high level of sodium. And the second solution, we don't really ask you to cook it with any cubes like chicken, fish, or beef cubes. So it comes with the flavor enhancer, MSG, monosodium glutamate. So the reason people using those, like one, two, three of them in one meal on cooking, because the cooking, like they have the cookware, which could be the aluminium, stainless steel, or the non-stick. So when you actually boil your water and the vegetables, so when you taste the food, it actually becomes bitter. So the bitterness comes from the metal actually in the cookware. that's actually causing the like a bitterness. That's why you have to add more salt, more cubes to get the flavor back. But the Salad Master is the sponsor of the show, so they have the amazing system. So they actually don't have the toxic metal. They are using the titanium, so that's why it's going to be pure taste. So you don't need to use any of those cubes. You are only using the spices. But the spices I advise in this cooking is the Cajun spice or MSG-free adobo spices, but we have to make sure everything has to be natural, not chemicals when we use them. So what happens now, and also the way you cook your starchy vegetables is important in order to get the nutrients. What I said to you, most of your cooking method, if you are going to boil the yam and peel the yam and boil it, unfortunately you are getting only kind of like 10 to 15% of nutrients. But the Salad Master cooking system is actually de-starching your starchy vegetables, and then it's also stabilizing your blood sugar, as well as keeping the nutrients up to 93%. And then they are not cooking it with water. They keep the skin on, so because 50% of the nutrients is under the skin, that's why it protects your nutrients. So what happens now when you start eating this way, and all the menu I am actually sending you combination of the right type of food and the right preparation and cooking, so you automatically reverse the high blood pressure. So um, people who has done this program, and then they didn't know what they were going to get out of it. So the 30 days later, they were monitoring their high blood pressure and it was going down. They were a little bit panicking, but I also kind of like, um, I keep contacting them, and then I was also monitoring. And then they went back to their doctors. Doctors said they can come off the medication, so they don't need it. So what we say is when you really kind of adjust the right ratio of the sodium and potassium by using the food as medicine, so it is possible to reverse the high blood pressure. So this is the solution we can actually offer. But also, if anybody wants to kind of like have more specific health problems, if they want to contact me directly, so you can actually contact me directly on this as well. But the program alone is going to also help you too. So let me tell you probably diabetes. So the diabetes is the second common
Serap,
lifestyle. Oh yeah, sure.
Serap,
Before I
just,
move,
just yeah, yeah. So
yeah, just start with high
obviously
blood
people are
pressure.
finding this information. Oh, yeah, I know. I was there. I was there. Just some people very find it very useful information. So what we're saying in a nutshell, if I get it right, is that you're saying that people should, whatever medication they're on right now, just stay on it. Yeah. But at the same time, go on to this program with your, obviously with your doctor's advice. And as things get better, as you feel better, go and get checked by your doctor. And your doctor is the one that will tell you that you'll come off the, am I right, the
Yeah,
prescriptions or
absolutely.
the medication. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is done in conjunction with the doctor. That's why we have Dr. Dolly also on board as a medical doctor. But you know, this information is very powerful. You said something like you use your food as your medicine, you know, and now that means that your kitchen is now your clinic. Am I right?
That's yeah.
Yeah. And,
So it
and
is so simple. Just making some changes and then it will show the result. Mhm.
great. And also, what you're saying is obviously the show is sponsored by Salad Master. And obviously, the reason why Salad Master sponsors a show like this is because Salad Master is into producing the specialist healthy cooking systems, specialist cooking systems. And when we say specialist cooking systems, what it is specialist cookware, which allows you to preserve the nutritional value in the food, which means that you're getting more for your money. When you're buying your food and you're cooking it, by the time you cook it, you get more for your money. And when I say more value, which means more nutrition. and that's obviously going to make this program a little bit more. I mean, if you don't have salad masters, it's not a problem. You can still do the program, but obviously, what we want to do is get the maximum out of our food, and that's why we do it. But anyone that wants to find out more about salad master, please let us know. We can always arrange a presentation for you, a free presentation for you, so that you can understand that side. But so over to you. So there's high blood pressure is one common one that we found, and now you're on to diabetes. Yeah.
Sure. Before I go on diabetes, I just wanted to tell you most of the lifestyle diseases, the root cause of it is actually how much fat accumulated in the like 70 trillions of the cells we have. I probably mentioned it before, but because the diabetes happens not like we don't actually have enough insulin, because every time we eat food, if it's especially the carbohydrate, so the insulin, which is the hormone, is secreted by pancreas. So we have enough insulin available. So what happens? So the glucose is the from the like carbohydrate convert into glucose once we eat it. So it is available to get into the cells in order to be used as an energy by mitochondria. So don't worry, I am going to explain now, but the next time I'm going to send you the chart. So we have the insulin chart. So what happens in the cells, so we can actually go through it. Just I would like to just summarize it a bit today, because the diabetes is a very big subject, because I normally cover it like a half a day, because then I go through
So,
every single thing.
so there was one question someone asked on one of the forums, which was that they're diabetic and they've just been diagnosed as diabetic. And one of their concerns was that I think in the smoothie we had banana and grapes. They were wondering whether that was too much sugar for them. I mean, I don't know whether you can explain
Sure.
why that might not be a problem for them, or why it might be, or what they could do if it's too much sugar for them. What they could do. I don't know whether
Yeah.
you can explain that for them.
Okay, so you know that we work with the doctors, and then we are friends with doctors, and I actually work closely with the doctors as well. So some of the doctors, when you go to their clinic, they will actually, if you have diabetes, they will say, okay, just cut down all the carbohydrates, but they don't really tell you what kind of carbohydrate they should really cut down or they shouldn't really eat, because there are three types of carbohydrates. So we are measuring it with the glycemic index. So glycemic index is showing how much sugar in the carbohydrate you are eating. So I also maybe mentioned the other day very quickly, but today I'm going to explain a bit more. So if you are eating the white rice, which is high glycemic index. What is high glycemic? Everything is processed, it actually turns into sugar a bit more. Like a white rice actually turns about like 90% sugar when it's processed. So they are removing the nutrients, they are removing the fiber. What it stays is pure sugar. So when you eat it, of course, your body can't handle it. So it will go into your bloodstream rapidly. It will increase your blood sugar level. So you are going to have like dizzy, you are going to feel tired, that kind of things, and also you are going to feel thirsty and weak, and plus you are going to crave more food to eat after 2 hours. So we also have the medium glycemic index. It's just like they are actually in the middle. They don't really kind of affect your blood sugar level as much. But the program we are actually follow in this program, we follow the low glycemic index. What is low glycemic index? We eat the food as it is. We don't really eat anything processed. So which means we are getting all the nutrients, all the fiber, as well as the sugar, because we really need also carbohydrate in our diet in order to be used as an energy. That's why most of the diet program, people feel so hungry, low energy, they suffer. And by the time they finish 30 days, they go back and eat more food and they put 10, 20 kg back. But in our program, we don't do that. We actually create a habit to just make people to really eat more natural food. So when it comes to all the ingredients we choose, even banana, grapes, but we combine it with the other ingredients like good fat. Good fats also holds all the sugar in it, doesn't really doesn't allow your blood sugar goes up. That's why everybody who has done the program and who had diabetes, so they actually didn't really see changes. Or they might have problem first 3 4 days. I'm not saying you're not going to get anything different, but your body needs to get used to it. But I can tell you, we are giving you all the food, natural food, with the nutrients, with the fiber. So it's actually going to give you long-lasting energy. That's why we advise people to eat breakfast, and then even you don't really crave in between breakfast and lunch. So it will take you up to lunchtime because you are getting enough nutrients. So this is the way they might be thinking. But yeah, banana and the grapes are safe. But if you are eating it on its own, it's not safe. That's why we are actually using the tiger nuts. By the way, tiger nuts is only found in West Africa. You are so lucky because tiger nut
Yeah.
has got 30%. Yeah, it's just amazing.
No,
Good fat.
so just on that tiger nut thing, I'm very upset. I'm very upset. I'm trying to do
Yes,
this
because
program.
you can't find
I'm,
it.
I'm in London. I'm calling Serap from the shop saying, Serap, 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 I can't find this tiger nut. In fact, when I'm talking to the shop, to the different shop people, I'm saying, "Do you got tiger nuts?" They're looking at me like I'm the tiger, yeah, and I'm a nut. I'm a
Yes.
tiger and I'm a nut. And they don't understand that tiger nut is real. It's real. And
Yes.
for those of you that are in London and you're looking for tiger nuts, you'll have to go online. It's only the specialist health food shops that do it. And you can order it online. So I've just decided to order some online. I mean, that's how blessed you are in West Africa. In Nigeria, in Ghana, you have these tiger nuts
Yes,
roaming
I
around
love
wild.
it.
You have them roaming around wild, and you don't even appreciate them. Listen, when I come back, I said to my wife, when I come back to Nigeria, I'm going to take. I always have problems in bringing. What do I bring back? I'm going to bring my tiger nuts back into London.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah,
you can snack on it, you can use it in your smoothie, so you can actually use it as a flour. I mean, there are many ways to use. But one thing about tiger nuts is prebiotic, which is really good for gut cleanse. So, and also 30% nutrients. But the reason people get result in this program, because when you really have the natural food with the nutrients and fiber, so you eliminate more. So eliminate, I told you, like high fiber will help you to eliminate excess of the fat, excess of the toxins, excess of carcinogen, excess of the hormones and the undigested food. These are the things shouldn't be in your body. That's why they make you ill, like when you have too much of it. That's why people eat too much food, but there is not much nutrients and fiber. They hardly eliminate, and it keeps it in their body as a toxin. Then it actually causes the lifestyle disease and cancer. So that's why when you follow the menu and the program 100%, you will definitely see the results. I mean,
so
amazing
Sarah,
results.
so Sarah, for those of us that are unfortunate not to live in West Africa, yeah,
Yeah.
and we're ordering our tiger nuts online. While we're waiting for our tiger nuts, what poor substitute can we use for our tiger nut?
Sure. I mean, I would say you can use almonds, but when you use the almonds, you have to soak it over the night. And then tiger nuts, even like tiger nuts, you have to soak it because it's actually hard. And then you can also have cashew nuts, but everything you choose has to be raw. It shouldn't be salted or roasted. So that's why we are also getting extra toxins when we have salted and roasted nuts. Please be aware if you are gonna have any snacks, like a nut as a snack, just to go for the raw ones, not really salted and roasted, because we want to have everything pure. Yeah, I would say two of those you can choose instead of the
Okay.
tiger
So,
nut.
so so the other thing that I liked what you said because it made a lot of sense was the fact that I was asking you about the banana and somebody that's diabetic worried about the smoothie that has banana in there and grapes in there. And you said one critical thing, which is banana with the combination of what you're using for the
Hmm.
smoothie is
Yes,
different from banana on its own. Yeah.
yes, right.
And it's different from grape on its own. And I think
Yes,
that's really the question. That's really the answer to, I believe that's really the answer to the question, which is look, banana on its own, when you combine it with certain things, it becomes good in terms of a good addition, a good item to add to something. Am I right on that side for someone that's diabetic?
the reason I'm just saying because we've been doing this program using the Nigerian food or Ghanaian food or any other country's food. So we have to get the right ingredients and combination in order to give you the long lasting energy. It's not going to actually affect your blood sugar level, otherwise people wouldn't get results. If And then we improved our recipe over the years because we wanted to give better actually just the menu and the result to people as well. So that's why, yeah. And also two of the fruit they shouldn't eat in this program, I already written somewhere, is the watermelon and pineapple. So the watermelon and pineapple,
No
the,
watermelon, no watermelon, no pineapple. Those are my
especially for
favorite.
Africa, yeah.
Those are my favorite fruits. So I
I
thought,
know.
but they're plants, syrup. They're plants. Can't we
Okay,
just eat them because they're plants?
you
Yeah.
are
Oh,
absolutely right. They are plants, but these are the only two fruits not allowed. Reason is they are in the high glycemic index group, so which will actually increase the blood sugar level. They don't have much fiber because the fiber is the when you have things with fiber, it will give you kind of more satisfaction. So that's why you are not going to crave as much. But the watermelon and pineapple, high in sugar, less fiber. That's why it's actually, I mean, scientifically proven. I am not the only one decided this. So those two are not allowed in this program, only for 30 days. But after that, you can actually reintroduce it slowly in your diet.
so there's
Especially
a
people who have diabetes, they shouldn't really have it.
there's an interesting question that's just come up, which I think it would be good for you to answer. It says, if I eat lots of fresh vegetables and
Mhm.
fruit, um, isn't it better? Is it better? Why do they need to blend if they eat lots of they eat lots of vegetables and they eat lots of fruits? Why do they need to blend? Is there any
Okay.
benefit to blending if they just eat vegetables and fruits?
Okay. Basically, why I am doing it. When you blend it, you can put more ingredients in it. And also, it's time consuming to chew all these things. And people don't chew enough to really get all the enzymes and nutrients. Because I know, especially the Nigerian lifestyle or Africa, people in Africa living in the cities, they are on the go all the time. They hardly, like, I see people eating instant noodle for breakfast because they think that it's quick. It just makes me feel like, oh my God, what are you doing to your body? There is no nutritional value, only toxins. Reason
Yeah,
I actually create, sorry, say,
yes, so just like you said there, you're looking at the combination, aren't you? You're saying that if you blend, you can put more in there,
yeah,
you can combine more. And to be honest with you, I'm loving it that I'm on this program because when you talk, I'm experiencing. I remember the experience, and I remember looking at some of the things that we put in the smoothie, and I'm like, I would never eat this stuff, you know.
yeah, you
I
wouldn't
would
put
never
them
eat
all together.
but when you put them all together, yeah, the smoothie is wow, and what we have to understand, not everybody is blessed to come from an environment where they can just eat these things. And I think there was some seeds that you put the optional one that came into the food. Those seeds, you can't eat those seeds, but you can
No,
blend those seeds. There's certain things
true.
that that will absorb into your body if it's blended, I think, and faster.
And the one thing we do, we would like to enjoy our food because there are some diet or the healthy eating programs. They give you some options, maybe like only juicing, only mono eating, like you eat only one kind of food in one go, or kind of thing. but I want to enjoy my food and my life when I am going through this kind of this shouldn't be a challenge. We should really enjoy what we do. That's why everything you are going to eat is not going to be like oh it's bitter or I can't eat it or it's just not very nice, and then you're not going to touch it next day or you're going to give up so quickly. That's why we are aware that the taste bud is important. People would like to enjoy what they eat. That's why we are actually putting the right combination and making it a little bit more flavorsome for people who can actually also stay on this program and achieve their goals. Like people who are much older, it's not easy for them to change their habits after all these years. But with this program, it is possible because they are not, just craving as much of their food. It's almost similar, like very close taste. I'm not saying exactly the same, but we
Yeah.
do our best.
I mean, the one thing I'll say, sir, with your first day one, it's very filling. The food is very filling.
Mm.
Considering I'm a person that likes my meat, yeah, I
Mhm.
was worried that I'm going to be hungry. It's very filling.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing I'll say is that with regards to the question that you just answered, I had spinach in there. There was spinach in there. I can't see myself eating some spinach. I just can't see myself
No.
eating spinach on its own. So there's certain things I think that I don't see us eating them, but I can see us blending them with something of value, and that's
Yeah.
it. The final thing I'll say, not the final thing, I can talk. The next thing I'll say is that I want something to snack on, and every time I went to the cupboard, I saw biscuits, I saw
Mm,
crisps. What is the substitute on this 30-day health restore challenge? What is our substitute for
sure.
McVitie's biscuits and Walker's crisps and all the things that we like eating? Because it's tempting. It's tempting. I'm telling you,
No.
I'm tempted.
Especially people eating around you, it's not
Yeah?
easy. And you have to have a very strong willpower not to really just go and just spoil it.
And the worst thing for me right now is I have four boys in the house and my wife, and they're
Yeah.
eating some lovely food. They're eating some chicken, and they're going like this to me. They're going like this to me. They're eating some salmon, and they're going showing me the salmon, and you can smell the food. And I'm like, I'm drinking some smoothie, and they're having some fried up, and I'm like, oh my god, this is painful. So, what do you say? What's the substitute? What's the
Okay,
substitute?
basically, best thing stay away from those cupboards. I mean, first 3, 4 days, it's gonna be hard. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but from the fifth day, fifth day onwards, it's gonna be easier. So the substitute, if you really crave something, you can actually still have the some snacks option. For example, because we prepare things for our smoothie. So, like for example, some fruit, because we are combining the fruit with nuts. And again, if you are going to have some cashew extra, like for snacks, so you can have it either with dates or with just like with an apple or something like that. But you are going to chew and enjoy it as if you are actually having your most kind of like favorite food. And then
Yeah,
other option, chunk of you can snack on again tiger nuts, but we don't have the tiger nuts. You can have the almonds or other nuts, and then you can actually have it with the what's it called again, half a banana or some dates.
is there any special biscuits that we can make? Because I'd love to have something that looks like a biscuit. Because
Uh,
is there any
okay, what
biscuit?
I would say, I haven't really put it in the menu, but I do have some other extra kind of like a snacks people would like to have, like a dessert and a snack. So what I do
Okay,
is I'm gonna share it on the platform or maybe forward it to you so you can do. But
correct.
generally, most of the people are not going to crave as much snacks because they are going to get enough nutrients. But for those, especially who have diabetes or have sensitivity to sugar, so they are going to probably require some snacks. But if it looks like biscuit, maybe yeah, I can actually send you the recipe. Again, it
Right.
is plant-based and no sugar. So I do that.
Okay. Well, a lot of people giving you some good comments on the information. They say the information is great. Obviously, we've only got a few more minutes left, so I'm going to let you take over and finish off for us. Yeah.
Okay, let me just explain a little bit diabetes, how it happens. Then I next time we are going to show it on the cell diagram, so it will actually it's gonna be more understandable. So what we said now, we said our pancreas make enough insulin every time we eat the carbohydrate. So the carbohydrate converts into glucose to be used as an energy in the mitochondria. But what happens when we have too much fat? We actually had it from our diet. For example, if you are using the cooking oil, this actually turns into oxidized fat, which is your toxic fat. It actually accumulates it in your cells and blocking it. And then if you are eating too much sugar, processed sugar, then it turns into toxic fat as well. All these things now accumulated in the cells. Now glucose try to get into the cells, it bounce back. Get into the cells, it bounce back. Reason is the fat doesn't allow the glucose to get in. And the solution we have, if you follow the 4 steps of the program, which is plant-based, good fat, high fiber, and low glycemic index, I explained in previous video. So then automatically you are going to remove those excess of the fat from the cells. And then now glucose will get into the cells easily to be used by mitochondria. That time you are not going to have insulin resistance. So, and then when you go back to your doctor will say, oh, you can come off the medication. So there is no insulin resistance anymore. So, and also you have more energy, you are going to lose weight, you are going to sleep better. Other benefits, it's going to improve your blood flow, and also it's going to improve your brain function, and you are going to focus better, have a sharper brain if you have exam pain, and other lifestyle diseases like cholesterol, heart problem, and also high blood pressure will be reversed. But we are going to cover different things every time we meet. Like we are going to meet next time on Wednesday, and then I think Sunday as well. So while we are doing while you are gonna be doing the 30 days, so we'll be meeting 2 times a week. So I'm going to cover in the other subjects like cholesterol, heart disease. So I can probably also talk about the weight management. So we are focusing on the fat loss rather than losing the water and the muscle. So it actually makes you stronger and also healthier. So you are not going to feel weak while you do this program. So yeah, because
Thank,
of the time,
thank you,
so
sir.
we can go through the cell, and then shall we cover something like cholesterol and the heart problem next time?
Probably we can do that on
I don't know.
Wednesday. We can do that on Wednesday.
Maybe people can also comment like what they would like us to cover.
Yeah.
So I'm happy
And then
to do.
maybe maybe what can happen is on the group, on the Facebook group, which is the private group, they can put comments in there to see what they'd like us to cover on Wednesday, or
Yes.
Wednesday or the following Sunday. And also remember, anything medical, Dr. Dolly. If they put the message on there, Dr. Dolly can also look into that for them for the Thursday show and the Friday show. So there's quite a few
Mhm.
things going on this week. There's obviously yourself on Wednesday. There's Dr. Dolly on Thursday. There's Dr. Dolly on Friday. There's also going to be Chef Jessica on
Wow.
Saturday, isn't it? So it's a
Yeah.
fully packed week this week. So it's going to be amazing. Good vibe.
We have
There's
a
a question.
fitness coach too.
Yeah, exactly. There's a question on the screen right now. Can you see that question on the screen right now?
Is cracker a good
Okay.
snack? Not really, because it's a
Which
process.
cracker? Yeah, ask them
But
which cracker.
I
Is
ask
there a
you,
cracker?
can you just
Is it? Is there a
give
cracker?
me cracker for Christmas?
I think the cracker is those. Is that the cream crackers? I think it's the cream crackers, isn't
Yeah,
it? The
it is
cream.
like a kind
Yeah,
of biscuit, kind of savory thing,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
these
Is
days.
that good for us? Is that good?
It's
Snacking?
processed.
No,
So
it's
no.
processed. Okay, okay,
But
okay, okay.
I'm going to post three more like a snack
Uh,
option, more like it looks like biscuit, but also I also giving you options anyway. but the crackers
I'm
are
gl-
not.
I'm glad he asked that question, because I was just about to go and buy some crackers. Yeah, but anyway, there was
Good.
there was another question. Can you see the other question on the screen? Can I
Can
use
I use
frozen vegetables?
frozen vegetables? Okay, but if you are in the UK, yes, you can. But because we don't really grow as much vegetables in the UK, and imported vegetable, I mean, frozen vegetables is healthier than the fresh imported vegetables. But if you are in Nigeria already, if you can get the fresh vegetables, so you will get more nutrients out of it, especially when you cook it in Salad Master cooking system. So you are not going to lose much nutrients if it's organic, like you are going to retain 93% of nutrients because we don't boil it, we only put it in the stew and keep all the nutrients in. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Uh,
So,
more nice
vegetables,
point.
frozen vegetables can be used. Frozen vegetables
Mhm.
can be used. You're saying, yeah. Um,
Can
but I
be used,
suppose
but
that
if you
the
can
value of
find
them
the
is not
fresh one. Mhm.
right. The fresh ones have more value if they're fresh, proper fresh.
Yeah,
Because we have some
that's
fresh vegetables that have been frozen before, and then they become fresh again. I don't understand. I think that might be due to the distance of where they pick them. They become frozen and then they
yes.
become fresh again. Yeah.
Wow.
So
They probably
so
did some of the chemical stuff on it to make it like
is
that.
that Yeah, I'm scared. One of the things that I found about, just to give my experience anyway, today, I only have 1 day's experience, by the way, 1 day's experience. I need
Mm.
30 days to be a professional at this. But anyway, one of my experiences is that when I was doing all the vegetables, I started seeing some of the vegetables look that they were waxed. Like I think it was like the one I got in London, the cucumber. It looked like it had wax on it. And
Yeah.
what do we do about these things? Because remember we
Ah,
said,
good. Yeah.
remember earlier in one of the calls we had, it was like, do we do organic veg? Is organic veg the only way forward in this situation? Because if we're having, or what do we look out for? You can probably help us on this quickly because we only have 2 minutes left.
Okay, that's fine. To be honest with you, it's not really easy to avoid all these chemicals like we are bombarded at the moment, and we can hardly find organic fruits and vegetables, but we still need to have the fruits and vegetables for the nutrients and the fiber. What you can do if the skin is actually, uh, thin and you want to get the also nutrients from the skin, so you can actually scrub it with the, like, you have the apple in Nigeria, so it's all wax. So we are removing it with the knife, but it's not enough to wash it. It's gonna stay on that, and you can put it in the vinegar water, not the salted water. It's not enough, so you dissolve that, and if you want, you can brush it as well, and then you can rinse it through, and you can still have your the skin with the cucumber and the apple or other things, especially like a little like a lettuce and stuff, because they are very thin vegetables. Those things, if you are not sure they are organic, then always wash it with the vinegar water. That will remove
So
excess of the herbicides, pesticides, and chemicals.
So what we're saying is, okay, if we can have it organic, it's the best way. But if you
Mhm.
can't get organic, then there's going to be preservatives on some of the fresh vegetables,
Yes. Mhm.
and one of the preservatives is wax. And
Yeah.
you're saying that if we use vinegar, that's a way of scraping it. That's a way of getting rid of the wax. Because I
Yes.
was very concerned. I'm used to cook food. And when you cook food, the germs go. Yeah. But this
Yeah.
one is fresh. I can't eat fresh food with all these things on it. So I'm glad you've mentioned to them that the vinegar is a solution to get rid of the wax. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the challenges we have if you don't buy organic food. The other thing is, there's a question here which I'm going to quickly answer. I'm registered, but I'm not on the group, which is the group for the 30-day program. What I will suggest is we will send out an email on the platform. If you are registered, then you will see an email address that you can send an email to see whether. But usually, what happens when you're registered, what happens is you will get an email, and that email sometimes goes to your junk mail. Now, please check your junk mail. It might already be in your email. And then on that email, it will give you a link to click on to join a group. And then once you click that link on, then the administrator of the group will let you in, provided you're registered on the system. But I will send you the administrator's email, and then you should be able to have that. Yeah. So on a closing note, you know what I'll say, Sarah. I am so grateful. I'm so thankful to you on this 30-day program. I'm so excited because you know what? I've never done it before, and I'm moving to another level in my life, in my health. You know, if you move to another level in your health, you move to another level in your life. Yeah. You know, change your health, change your life. And this is a great time to do it during this pandemic. And you know, during the pandemic, everyone's scared. Everybody is scared. They don't know where the corona is coming from, where it's coming from, who has it, who's coughing it, who's not coughing it. They don't know any of that. But the one good thing we know is if we can maintain good health, if we do get the coronavirus, God forbid, have a fighting chance to survive from it. I think it's less than 1% that die from it. Am I right? Is it less than 1%? I think in some countries it's less than 1% that die from coronavirus. Yeah. So I want you to finish off. You're the boss, Sarah. So I want you to finish off with some final words of advice for people that are on this program. And there's somebody that has high blood pressure, and they want to lose weight. How can this program help them? There are somebody that has cholesterol problem. How can this program help them? You know, and is it the food that's doing the work? Yeah, or what is it that's doing the work on the body to fix the body or to repair the body? Over to you, Sarah. You only have you only have 2
1 minute.
minutes left. 2 minutes left.
Okay. So, if you have any concern of any of the lifestyle diseases, so this is the right place actually to be in. Don't hesitate to really join us because we already got amazing results with this. People already got more than one result. They already lost weight, improved their sleep, and their exam pains gone, and the high blood pressure or cholesterol or diabetes also reversed as well. And how we do it, because we are really focusing on root cause of the problem, which comes from the cellular level. That's why the program actually just shows the result after 30 days. That's why we are calling it 30-day restore health restore challenge, because you will definitely see the result. But if you think that you still haven't got the result within 30 days, then I would advise you to continue another 30 days until you get results. So for the cholesterol and the heart disease, we are going to cover it, I believe, on Wednesday. So I can actually explain it to you again how you can actually make some lifestyle changes with your food and the way you cook your food. Then you will be able to reverse it. So yeah, we are happy to help you and guide you. And if you are not on the challenge still, you can still start tomorrow. Please don't wait any other one more day to really make a difference in your health and your family's health. Thank you, everybody. So have a great evening.
Thank you,
I
Sarah.
see you on
You
Wednesday.
great information. What I'll say is, what we got to do, like you said, someone says they have arthritis. Can this program help someone with arthritis? Can it help them?
Absolutely, because I already had people who couldn't walk, even like because of the exam pains and the arthritis as well. So they actually started dancing and walking fast, and then
Dance.
they reversed. Yeah, after 30 days couldn't walk, and then they actually started walking and the dancing at the same time, because what we are doing is we are helping people to remove the inflammation, and then also lubricate the joints with the good fat, and
Okay,
plus when you have the
great.
right circulation and blood flow, our body can actually move better. So
Great.
it is
And then
possible.
somebody also said that backache, but like we said, we'll cover some of those things on Wednesday. They put in the suggestion suggestions in, which is great news. We'll cover them on Wednesday. But what I'd say is, look, you want the best. If you want the best for yourself, then just like you said, you've got to do the 30-day health restore challenge with the best food in the world. Yeah, best type of food. If it can be organic, then it's good. Am I right, sir, on that side?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we want the best for ourselves. So we should make sure we have the best food, the best ingredients, and we should make sure we prepare them in the best way. And
Yeah,
thank you very
remember
much.
to
Thank you.
like if you want to know the cooking how to cook it right,
Good.
just contact
Yeah,
also salad master.
exactly. Because remember, cooking, eating is a lifetime. It's for life. We're gonna eat for life. That means we're gonna prepare our food for life. That means we're gonna cook for life. And the great news is that you've got Serap, who is the best, as far as I'm concerned, the best. And you've got the plan that she has, which is the best, the ingredients, which is the best, the food that we're going to be eating, which is the best. Yeah. And guess what? We're going to prepare it the best way to get the best results. And guess what? We're going to be cooking it in our sponsored Salad Master healthy cooking system. Why? Because guess what? You're going to get the best value, on average 93% of the nutrition. So I'd like to say thank you very much to our sponsors. Those of you without Salad Master, please don't worry. You with time you'll understand why we use Salad Master for the program. But if you want to know more about that, please book a virtual presentation with the person that invited you, or if you just found this yourself, please contact us directly so that we can give you more information about a free presentation. But thank you very much, and I've sent the emails on there. The email address for the person you need to email. If you've registered and you haven't received your email to join the group, please send an email to blessing@healthylivingshows.com. Thank you very much. And thank you, Sarah, for today. You've
Thank
done,
you so
we've
much.
just,
Thank you,
thank you.
everybody. Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good evening. Bye.